Hey, JPII World, Father Farrar here. We are at day 10 of our renovation of our academy building, which is probably a good point to note. This building is, it's going to be housing our academy that'll begin in the fall of this year, which we're very excited about. Interviewing teachers, getting curriculum set, enrolling, all those good things. But this building is also going to be where our religious ed classes meet, where CGS is going to take place, confirmation classes, also where parish groups will meet. So it's a project for the entire parish. So just to underscore that this is going to serve or benefit all of us. Funeral luncheons will be held here, fish fries and such. So please just keep that in the back of your mind as we go through and kind of take a look at the progress that's been made since the last video. It's a little breezy out here, but maybe the first thing that I'd like to show you is what I just noticed when I pulled up. Maybe you can see those stakes that run along the front of our property. You can see there, and then on down that direction. So currently we are utilizing propane. You can see the tanks back over there, but there's a gas line that's going to be run. So this should be in place by spring sometime. So we'll be able to get rid of the tanks and tap into this gas line. Now, what are we going to do with that little area over there? I don't know. Maybe it's going to be for farm animals. Let's take a look at the progress that's been made. All right. So you can see that they're removing flooring. That's great. Wow. So I think in my first video I showed you some wet carpet that evidently came from a pipe break, which fortunately occurred when somebody was here. All right, so you can see a lot more has been done. Electricians have been here to run some temporary lighting because all the other stuff is pulled down. Now, I was thinking our bathrooms are going to be a little more private than this, but I guess it's efficiency. Oh, wow. Good. They've done some demo in here. They pulled down, great. So they pulled down this wall, and this is going to be expanded. So the sheetrock they pulled off, this wall is going to go away, so this whole area can be opened up for CGS. This is where our atrium is going to be, our atriums. And then on this side is going to be where the chapel is. So when I say on this side, I mean over here. So the chapel will be constructed here, which will allow for a little bit of quiet time for a few people, and then for Mass, the altar will be slid out, and we'll be able to accommodate a much larger crowd out here. All right, folks, I'm here with Scott Bayless. He's the field superintendent?
Field superintendent for A.L. Huber.
Okay, great. So he's going to give us just a little update on what they've done this week and kind of a preview of what's going on next week. Scott?
This week we're just mostly working on demo. We've took out all the ceilings, all the walls. They're pulling up carpet, tile. We've had our window supplier out here, took measurements yesterday. I've got a roofing scheduled to talk to them about how we're replacing the roof and how we're going to go about it. We've had HVAC out here this week talking about procurement and schedule on that also. This week I've probably made 30 phone calls in the last 2 days, just talking to subs, reaching out to get their contact and give them my contact. So next week I've got plumber coming back out to get us some temporary water. I have my excavators coming out to start talking through the new driveway, the cistern removal, the tree removal, things like that. So Just kind of touching base and getting my feet wet out here.
All right, fantastic. And is progress going along as expected?
I believe so.
At this point?
Everybody seems to be making good headway.
Okay, and we were just discussing the natural gas.
Yes.
You thought,
I talked to the stake engineers this morning. They laid out for the gas line. He thought they were in the next 2 or 3 weeks going to have the gas line installed. Didn't think that would be a problem now with the having to use propane.
okay,
Should have that done in the next 2 or 3 weeks, they thought.
great. All right, fantastic. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, good. That was a nice update. You can see that they have cleaned this room out. Pulled a lot of the tile and casework and stuff that they had piled up. Pulled that out. Sure, this wall is going to come down. Just don't know when that will be. Wow, that's a lot of garbage. Okay, back to our efficient bathroom here. Down the hallway. Let's see what this looks like. Yes, they've really opened things up here. Electricians are still here, doing some modifications. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work. Got all this pulled out. Oh, yeah. And got this room pretty well pulled apart. Yeah, the only little space left back down there is for electrical panel. But this is all opened up for a couple of classrooms. And as you might remember from the first video when I showed the rendering of this, the dividing wall is going to go kind of diagonally through so that you have classroom over on this side and over on this side. But we set it up that way so that both classrooms would be able to take advantage of those windows and the natural light. Okay, I think that's the update for this week. See you next week.